Hey Multi, guess what today is?
The day we finally finished the Mediator saga?
Silly Multi, today's none other than my 11-year anniversary on YouTube.
And you're still making videos? I mean, congratulations, but what does this have to do with me?
It's time for another one of our anniversary videos. You know, if you like bouncing, da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Another song? I've sang for you for the past 2 years, and now you want me to do another song for you? Get someone else to do it! I'm not a freaking karaoke machine!
But we haven't even got to our musical number yet. You know, if Multi can't do an anniversary video with me this year, I'll just have to look at my handy dandy crossover list. I'll put this down. And here we go. Look, it's right here, my handy dandy crossover list. Well, let's see who we've got. We've got Oliver Duck, but he's too busy celebrating the fact he brought back 2002. Then we've got Mr. MPS 2002, but let's be honest, he's busy working on his series channel update. You got Wooden Railway Only, but he's too busy snorting aquarium card fluid. Man, he's got to do something about that. Then you've got Multi-Green Thunder. Well, Multi's being Multi, so we can't do that. Then we've got Eric Pierre 53, but man, he's probably out on some Queen tour singing songs for them. He won't have time for a crossover this year. And then you've got Crimson 2091. But Crimson's still trying to be a remake channel. Well, that's everyone I've done a crossover with. I think I need to brainstorm who my next person to do a crossover with should be. I just need some music to get my brain flowing with great ideas. You know, I think the perfect song to listen to, since TWR Community Radio is back, I'll listen to one of my favorite songs I play all the time on Roberto's records back in the day. It's Todd Rundgren's Hello It's Me. I play that all the time there. Look, I got my Todd Rundgren album right here. So let me just look for Hello It's... Oh, that's strange. Hello It's Me's not even on this album. But you know, there was another song I'd always play on there. I can't think of the name. But I know somebody who will. Let me give them a quick call.
Hello?
Hey Roberto, I need your help with something.
Oh boy, what is it?
You know, back when we do Roberto's records all the time, there were two songs I'd always play. It was Hello It's Me by Todd Rundgren, and I just can't think of what the other song was. Do you remember?
You mean Ever Present Past by Paul McCartney? You literally named your TWR community radio show after that song. So is that the only reason you called? Because you couldn't remember the name of Ever Present Past?
Oh yeah, Ever Present Past by Paul McCartney. You're right, I named Percy's Ever Present Past after that song. I can't believe I would forget that. Thank you for reminding me, Roberto. I'll let you go. Thank you for your help.
Alright, goodbye. Hey, isn't today your 11th anniversary on YouTube?
You remember?
Well, yeah, you made such a big deal out of it last year.
Roberto, you are in luck.
What do you mean I'm in luck?
Roberto, it's time for another anniversary crossover review. And you are the lucky person who gets to do that crossover review with me.
A crossover? Oh boy, it's about time finally someone asked me to do a crossover.
Oh wow, I expected you to be like most people and complain about having to do a crossover.
Crossovers became a thing after I retired from making videos in the TWRC. Now I have the chance to show you how a proper crossover is done.
A proper crossover? Oh, please show me how to do a proper crossover, oh wise one.
It's like people think that you can only do crossover reviews on engines. Well, our crossover will not be on an engine. Instead, it will be on one of the greatest destinations of all time. Henry's Tunnel.
A destination? Rarely has anybody ever done a crossover review on a destination before. I mean, I've never done a crossover review on a destination before. I like your thinking, Roberto. Are you sure you've never done a crossover review before?
Oh, trust me, I haven't. But now that we've finally decided we'll be reviewing, is it finally time to start the review?
For a normal crossover it would be. But see, Roberto, this is an 11-year anniversary crossover review. Do you know what we need?
What?
We need a title card. So, cue the title card. Ah, yes. I always know once a year I can put multi to use.
Can we finally get to the review now?
Oh yeah, the review. We should probably get to that. Hello everyone, my name is Percy number 6.
And I'm LNERFlyingScotsman, and we're here for a crossover review on Henry's Tunnel. And now for the backstory is Ted.
Roberto, that joke was funny before Ted left. And he's been back for 2 years now. Besides, people don't even make that joke anymore. And now Ted can barely put a video out on his channel a year. Do you think he has time to do a backstory for people?
Well, actually, I still do a few.
Ted!
Roberto, are you kidding me? For you? Your first crossover, your first content other than lines for me in like 10 years? It would be my honor. Especially since you screw it up since I've been doing crap forever. Hey, so Henry's Tunnel. You asked me to talk about Henry's Tunnel. Henry's Tunnel. What can have not been said about Henry's Tunnel? Everything. So, Henry's Tunnel. It all starts back right here. The island of Sodor. You see, look at this thing. So there's land here. And that's called England. So a lot of business people thought, hey, can't get around anywhere on here. Let's maybe call it the Sodor. That's this place. And Mainland Railway. And we could have engines like you got this guy right here with Neil to run on this railway between Sodor and the mainland. So that was the idea, at least. Unfortunately, however, it never lived up to its name. Never happened. Don't need this. So, they were building a railway. See, you got this big Ballyhoo Ridge right here that's blocking between Sodor and the mainland, England, that there. So you got the big Ballyhoo Ridge. So the only idea, it was like separating it completely, so might as well not. The only idea they had to fix it was this tunnel right here, you see? This great little tunnel, but let Neil run right along it. But anyway, so this tunnel is no good, because when they were building it, instead of doing this, the tunnel caved in and didn't work. So it might as well be that. So far we've covered the fact that in 1850 the Sodor Mainland Railway didn't either. So then, in 1915, when the Northwestern Railway was being built, they tried to make another tunnel. But with this one, halfway through cutting the hill out, it collapsed. But this time, when they built the tunnel and it collapsed, they just left the hole in it. So now when you go down through Henry's Tunnel, there's actually a hole in the middle of it, which makes this a bit more accurate. Wait, it's on the other side. But this is where it gets tricky though. So it was originally a single line, one line tunnel. So that's where this is good. That's where you got the single line right here. But times change. Henry got stuck in the tunnel, and they said it's just easier to bore a new tunnel than to get him out of the tunnel. And you know, so they just made a second tunnel there, and that's how we know it today. Then, in 1996, Lord Wilson hears the Henry's Tunnel into the wooden railway. It came as this tunnel you see here, with a tunnel with 3 overhead tracks, green things on the side, and a tunnel. Very different to the actual Henry's Tunnel. And it came with a sad-faced Henry, which in this case has something to be sad. The tunnel was used in many sets, where it played a key role on many rails throughout all the 90s until it was discontinued in 1999. So, that's it for Henry's Tunnel.
Would you look at him go? It's been way too long since I've been able to witness an Oliver Duck backstory live. And man, it was as good as the last time I got to see one. Oh yeah, the review part. I'll let you start, Roberto.
Are you finally home? Because shouldn't we be getting back to the review? Okay, despite being such an iconic destination in the world of Thomas, Henry's Tunnel does not make a ton of appearances throughout the show, especially after the switch to CGI.
You sure are right, Roberto. In fact, since the switch to CGI, Henry's Tunnel has only appeared in 9 total episodes.
I wish your series was just 9 episodes.
Oh, be quiet, Roberto. I mean, season 8 of my series premieres a week from today. So, people must like it at least a little.
Anyways, the actual wooden railway destination of Henry's Tunnel features 3 railway lines on the top along with 1 inside the tunnel itself. The sides all have bricks put on via stickers, while the top has 2 green sidings.
The item also included a small brick that you could use to cover either entrance of the tunnel to lock Henry up, just like in the episode The Sad Story of Henry.
The wooden railway destination of Henry's Tunnel had a short life, as it was introduced in 1996 and only lasted until 1999, and considering the only other way to get it was in the Come Out Henry limited edition story pack that was introduced and retired in 1998, it makes Henry's Tunnel one of the most sought after destinations in the Thomas Wooden Railway line.
That sure was the case for me. I remember begging my parents as a kid for this item, which of course was retired by the time I discovered it. Fortunately for me, they were able to pick up a Nib 1 off eBay, but it sure wasn't easy.
Same deal with me. I had to purchase it off of eBay as well. However, if you wanted a tunnel like this after 1999, they did release a road and rail tunnel in the Let's Have a Race set in 2002 that would eventually be retired in 2006.
You are indeed correct, Roberto. However, this one was obviously different, having road on the bottom instead of rail and missing the middle track on top, while having road on one side and rail on the other for the theme of the set, the great race between Thomas and Bertie. While I find it to be a cool destination, I think most of us would agree it's just not as good as Henry's Tunnel. That being said, are you ready for your final thoughts, Roberto?
Sure thing. Henry's Tunnel is one of the most iconic destinations in the Thomas Wooden Railway line. It brought one of the most iconic stories into the hands of kids who can use the tunnel and make up their own version of the Come Out Henry story. Not to mention it has 3 rows of track going across the top and 1 at the bottom. That's 4 lines of track fun, where probably most destinations at the time would include 2 lines of track, such as in the Special Engine Works Shed or the Double Wide Old Iron Bridge. That's why I decided I'll give Henry's Tunnel a nice 10 out of 10.
This destination immediately became one of my favorites the second I owned it. And for over 20 years since this came out, in my opinion, there have been few destinations anywhere near as good as this one. So while I can't necessarily say this is the best destination ever created by Thomas Wooden Railway, I can say this is one of the best destinations out there. For that reason, I will give, only for the second time, a perfect score of 10 out of 10. So what do you think? How was your first crossover, Roberto?
I mean, it was okay.
Just okay? What do you mean, just okay?
It's just that you wouldn't be my first choice to do a crossover with.
Who would you possibly want to do a crossover with over me?
Well, lots of people. There's Mr. Bullfield, Damien, Johnny, MPS, Ted. I think even Jack and Matthew Rosado would be interesting to do a crossover with.
I can't believe my ears. You would do a crossover review with Jack or Matthew Rosado over me?
Well, yeah, imagine the reaction people would get when they would see a crossover with Jack and Matthew Rosado.
I can't believe this fake news you're telling me, Roberto. You know, I think it's finally time for me to leave this plain white background and go to the great outdoors just to get away from you. So long, Roberto.
Bye, Percy. Cinnamon Toast Crunch and Egypt Station? Oh, why not both?
Ah, the great outdoors. You know, I can see why people want to film out here. Who is that? That wooden railway only because he's getting here pretty quick.
One, two, three!
I did it! I am community champion! Percy number 6, your reign of terror is over. And now, I've unmasked you. Community champion, and I've unmasked Percy number 6. Goodbye, Percy number 6.
Weird. This almost looks like Percy number 6's mask. Get a job, hippie.
Okay. Sounds good. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Cool.
I only want to say, if there is a way, take this cup away from me, for I don't want to taste its poison, feel it burning. I have changed. I'm not as sure as when we started. Then I was inspired. Now I'm sad and tired. Listen, surely I've exceeded expectations I've tried for 3 years. Seems like 30. Would you ask as much from any other man? But if I see the saga through and do the things you asked of me, let them hate me, hit me, hurt me, nail me to the tree. I wanna know, I'd my God. I wanna see my God. Why I should die? Would I be more noticed than I ever was before? Would the things I've said and done matter anymore? I'd have to know my Lord. Have to know, I'd have to know my Lord. Have to see, I'd have to see my Lord. Have to see, I'd have to see my Lord. If I die, what would be my reward? If I die, what would be my reward? Have to know, I have to know my Lord. Have to know, I have to know my Lord. Why should I die? Can you show me now that I would not be killed in vain? Show me just a little of your omnipresent brain. Show me there's a reason for you wanting me to die. You're far too keen on where and how, but you're not so hot on why. Alright, I'll die. Watch me die. See how I die. Just watch me die. Then I was inspired. Now I'm sad and tired. After all, I tried for 3 years. Seems like night. Then why, Lord, am I scared to finish what I started? What you started. I didn't start it. God, thy will is hard, but you hold every card. I will drink your cup of poison. Nail me to your cross and break me. Bleed me, beat me, kill me. Take me down before I change my mind.